ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या संप्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादीनगेन्द्रसङ्गकवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततम् पूर्णाय बोधात्मने सर्वतन्त्र स्वतन्त्राय सदात्माद्वैतवेदिने श्रीमते शंकरार्याय वेदांत गुरवे नमः। योऽवतीर्ण इहाचार्य रूपेण स्मृतीनामुदे श्रीमन्नारायणं वन्दे तं हरिं करुणानिधिं मननाख्यं प्रकरणं वासुदेवयतीश्वरैः रचितं विस्तरेणाद्य संग्रहेण प्रकाश्यते बालानाम् उपकाराय मम विज्ञानसिद्धये तत्र श्रीबालगोपाल कृष्णसन्निहितो भवेत्। कृष्णसन्निहितो भवेत्। Now the three types of karmas: Papa karma, Punya karma, Mishra karma. Karma performed by the body, by the mind, and through the speech. All these things should be well thought about, analyzed. So basically, train yourself in understanding what is Papa, what is Punya, what is Mishra. Understand that. No, but you're teaching us Atma is Asanga. Why should we ask what are the karmas performed through the body or through the mind or through the why? So over there, what is we are going to say that this vichara has got two phalas. One is the mukhya phala and the other one is avantara phala, the primary result and the secondary result. We have seen the primary result. Is my voice clear to you people? The primary result is tasmad naikamapi karma chidakasha swampam sprashati iti jnatva samshayam vihaya dradhanubhavena avasthanam mukhya phalam. Tasmad naikamapi karma. Therefore, none of these karmas, whether it is a cognitive action, a verbal action, or a physical action, no matter how punyavan it is or how papi it is, papa karma it is, or even if it is of mishra in nature, naikamapi karma atmanam sprishati. How is this atma? Chidakasha swarupam atmanam na sprishati. Iti jnatva, having known this, samshayam vihaya. Now, do not let any doubts boil over here, get cooked over here. Samshayam vihaya Dridhanubhavena avasthan. Stay put in that anubhav, that this Atma, I am not the agent of any action. The actions may happen in my presence, but that does not make me the agent of the action, karta. Okay? So this is what avasthanam, dridha anubhavena avasthanam. Be centered, rooted in this knowledge. Whether anything else can be understood or not, but at least to understand that aham naham karta is very important. You know, in this last century, one of the greatest teachers, just like Ramana Maharshi, was one Nisargadatta Maharaj, if you have heard of his name. There is one book by Nisargadatta Maharaj, which is conversations with people, visitors who came to see him. Basically, this man was absolutely an illiterate person. He had a small shop in which he used to sell the hand rolled cigarettes, biddies, tobacco shop. Small, you know, but that is what he did for his livelihood to support his family. He was a grahastha. So one day, and he also did not come from the higher castes or anything. He was a simple man just living his life, supporting his family. One of his friends took him to meet his teacher. "जरा ये दबा देना पीछे से, गोल वाला." कम 00 दिखेगा ना, ठीक है। नहीं, better. So his one of his friends took him to meet his teacher, and that teacher, just seeing this man who once said that you are Atma, the essence of everything. Whatever you think you are searching for, whether you think you are searching for money, women, popularity, power, that is not true. What you are searching for is to know yourself. And you are this Atma. Thus, that was all that the teacher said. And Nisargadatta, this his name was Maruti, man. He settled into this knowledge, day and night, simply contemplating on it. That was all. Sakrit, only once the Upadesha was given. And then you ever see this book, which is in the various conversations with seekers all over the world. They are translated to English because he did not know any other language than his own mother tongue. But people from far and near came searching for him in his most humble quarters, small room. Okay. So over here, when he is saying, "Iti jnatva naikamapi karma chidakasha swarupam sprishati," iti jnatva, that is all. Samshayam vihaya. Dridhanubhavena avasthanam mukhya phalam. Now stay, because this is your experience, not that some new experience has to be gained. Action is happening, is what you are seeing. The body is performing some action, the speech is performing some action. The mind is also cognizing something, remembering something, some sort of an action is already happening. But in midst of the action and all this cyclone that is going on, in the middle of the cyclone, in the middle of the storm, you stand as an island of peace where there is a current. And this is what is Shri Krishna Bhagwan's definition of Tattva Jnana. Can anybody remember a shloka which goes parallel to this? Karmanya karmaya pashya akarmani cha karmaya sabuddhiman manushyeshu sa sabuddhiman manushyeshu sa Vitsnakar. Krishna Bhagavan says that this is the definition of a Tattvajnani. What is that definition? That he who sees a karma in the karma. So the body, mind, etc. is in action. The action not stop because it cannot stop. Action cannot stop. Only thing is that to discover a karma, fourth chapter, Sayukta Sakritsna Karma Krit. He is a yogi and also the jnani. So what is it that we have to see? Tasmad naikam apika. Give me a minute, please. I'm going to just stop, pause the video for a minute.
Swamiji, you're not audible. No. Yeah.
Tasmad naikam apika chidakashasvarupam sprishati. Iti jnatva samshayam dradhanubhavena avasthanam mukhya phalam. This is called as the mukhya phalam. What is the mukhya phalam? Tattvajnanam is the mukhya phalam. Asya vicharasya kim phalam? Tattvajnanam. Because what have you discovered? Karmani akarmayaha pashya. That is what we have discovered. Okay? Remember that In the Tattvamasi Mahavakya also, the Viveka of Tatpada can be done only with the instruction of the teacher through through the teachings of Upanishad. So Tatpada, because otherwise there is no way of knowing Tatpadartha. But in order to know the Shuddhatvam Padartha, you are free. Also to know the Aikyam of Tat and Tvam, you require Upanishad. Okay? But also we have seen elsewhere that people take to sannyas. And what is the mukhya pursuit, the principal pursuit of sannyasa is to come to the Tvam Pada Viveka. In Tatpada Viveka, all that you have to know is that this entire world is something that springs forth from Parameshwara. And it springs forth like a dream. It is only a dream. And therefore, other than Parameshwara, there is nothing. This Parameshwara is Shuddha consciousness, pure consciousness, free from any sense of limitation, free from the sense of kartritvam and bhoktritvam, that what it is. Okay. This is the Tatpada Vivek, Tatpadartha, knowing the Tatpadartha, Parameshwara. So, thus, and then the Aikyam. But out of this, what is immediate is the Tvam-pada Vivek, and that is the most important part. And therefore, iti samshayam, that's what Ramana Maharshi used to say, just who am I is good, but that is only Tvam-pada Vivek. The Tatpada Viveka is not there, the Aikyam is also not there. But that will also come and fall in place by approaching the Shrotriya Brahmanishta teacher. But if you do not have the Viveka of Tvam-pada, which you have to do yourself, then the teacher may be some Brihaspati also, nothing is going to happen. Therefore, iti vicharya, okay, iti jnatva, samshayam vihaya, dridhanubhavena avasthanam is called as the mukhya phalam. Keep this line highlighted further. Brahmajnane satyapi त्रिविधकरणमपि पुण्यकर्मणि एव स्थापयितव्यम् तदसंभवे मिश्रकर्माणि वा स्थापयितव्यम् न कदाचिदपि पापकर्मणि इति ज्ञात्वा तथा एव अवस्थानम् अवान्तरफलम्. Now the whole thing you should know is not to provide you some sort of an inspiration to lead good life. Why we should not lead good life? That is not the whole point. You know, there is this one samstha, some organization, Brahma Kumari, and then they had their posters stuck all over the city, posters, banners. Huh? What was that? Good thoughts, better life. Good thoughts, better life. Like that, good deeds, better life. You are not this teaching. So not to inspire you so that you can live a nicer life. What is this meant for? The Mukhya Phalam is Brahmajnana. And Avantara Phalam is also that in spite of the Brahmajnana, the body, mind, and speech should be rooted in the Punya Karmas or in the Mishra Karmas, but never in the Papa Karma. That is what we have to learn. Iti jnatva brahmajnane sati api. Now, for a brahmajnani, actually, there is no injunction that he should behave like this or not behave like that, right? Because should do, should not do, these do's and don'ts are applicable to whom and where. The do's and don'ts are applicable where the kartritvam is available. But where the kartritvam itself is not available, how can you have a set of do's and don'ts and commandments? Like, for example, this table in front of me. Now, this table is something that it does not have. It is bereft of any doership. All of us agree on this point or not? That it does not have any doership. Then can I make some set of rules for the table? The table should do this, the table should not do that, the table should behave properly, the table should not throw the computer down from its surface. Can I make rules for the table to follow? Why not? Because the kartrutvam is not there. So where is this do's? Where is the set of do's and don'ts within Nisheda Shastra? Where will it be applicable? Only where there is kartrutvam. Where there is kartrutvam. Now the Brahmajnani has recognized himself as a karta, which means that he necessarily sees that the kartrutvam is not there in me. Okay? Karma is happening, some actions are happening, movement is happening, whether it is a verbal movement or a mental movement or a physical movement, everything is happening. But I am not doing anything in this. It is just happening. And then how are you making these rules for a Brahmajnani that he should keep his body, mind, equipment in the Punya Karma and not in the Papa Karma? How are you making this rule? This is an issue. And that also will be answered. But now look at this. Yatha kadali poshakasya kadali phalam mukhya phalam tat patra pushpadikam avantara phalam. We all people who come from, the southern side of India, you will know that, from the plantain, from the banana tree, everything is there. You can use the banana flour for making a curry. You can make a curry out of that banana, but it is a very tedious thing to do, peel it, remove, there is those stalks in between, remove and then make it. But it is a very, even in Bengal they do it. They call it mocher ghanto. ना? तुम क्या बोलते हो? हाँ? बोंडा, हांडा, उड़िया, हैं? They call it, it is, so flower. Then from the leaves, my whole childhood, we saw that, morning, afternoon, evening, the food was only served not in the steel plates or these plastic plates. There used to be only this banana leaf. Go out, bring banana leaf, then make those, cut it in those squares, and then food, whether it was breakfast, lunch, or dinner, everything on banana leaf. So, and also when the banana stalk, uh, stem, stem of the tree is taken down, then they will make some hole in between, and then some water is collected from that banana. And with that water, some papad, etc., is made, which is used, you know, in because touch this and shaucham is there. So those families, those you call it muddy. Then there are some food articles which are muddy food articles only. Uh, for that it is used. So there are several uses of a kadali vriksha. So now this kadali poshaka, this man who has nurtured the kadali vriksha, what they call it, plantain tree, not coconut, what is it? Banana tree. Okay,
Plantain. Plantain.
plantain only. This plantain tree, what happens to it? Kadali phalam is the mukhya phalam. Tat patra pushpadikam, or getting those leaves or some pushpa for the making the curry and all that is what? In some parts they make either curry even out of that stem, Assam and all that. Odisha also.
We also make curry with stem.
Stem. So patra pushpadikam avantara phalam is avantara phalam. तथा एव त्रिविध करणकृत कर्मज्ञानस्यापि पूर्वोक्तफलद्वयम् इति ज्ञानम्. So now, just as for the Kadali Poshaka, that person who is the owner of that Kadali Vriksha, plantain tree, he has both the phalas, the Mukhya Phala. So Mukhya Phalam he has to have. And then Avantara Phalam also. If so, he benefits in both the ways. So also, what is the benefit of doing the karma vichara? Trividha karana krita karma jnanasyapi kim phalam purvokta phaladvayam. Both the phalas. What are both the phalas? The first mukhya phalam is tattva jnanam. Okay? Karmani akarmayaha pashyet akarmani cha karmayaha sabuddhiman manusheshu sayukta krutsna karma krit. This is the mukhya phalam. Then what is the avantara phalam? That in spite of having the brahmajnanam, the body, mind, and speech should be established in the punya karma or the mishra karma, but never in the papa karma. This is the avantara phalam. Okay, now that issue which you had raised as how can you make some injunction or Vidhinisheta Shastra, a set of do's and don'ts for a Tattvajnani? Not possible, sir, in principle. Then how are you even saying that, let the body, etc. be? Om Bhadrang Karne Vishrunayama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshavirya स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः. So what is that all? That let everything that I have be established in punya karma. There is a prarthana also. That let these ears, etc., listen to that what is bhadra, let these eyes see that what is bhadra, so on and so forth. May his hands and legs be engaged in doing the yajanam of the devas. Okay? That's fine, but it can be applicable to an ajnani. How it can become applicable to the jnani? Because he is not subject to the vidhi nisheda shastra. Okay? You understand the question? Then, nanu ambhasa padmapatramiva कर्मणा ज्ञानेन दीप्यते तस्य न कोऽपि विधिनिषेधो वा स तु अकर्ता कर्मसाक्षी कृतकृत्य इति सिद्धान्तितत्वात् तस्य ज्ञानिनो सिद्धान्तितत्वात् तस्य ज्ञानिनो अज्ञानिनः इव पुण्यकर्मै पुण्यकर्मैर्वा अनुष्ठेयम् पुण्यकर्म एव अनुष्ठेयम् इति नियमः कथमिति चेत्. See, now this is how he is holding him to the gunpoint answer. Now this jnani never gets sullied by the karma, like the Padmapatra. Okay, you remember Padmapatra Mima Ambasa. Eva Ambasa. Ambasa means by the water. The Padmapatra is not, cannot become wet. You all know this. Even Padmapatra, you know this, our, what do they call it? RV, RV ke patte. What do you call RV? Elephant ears.
Colocasia.
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 Okay. Yeah, that's an English name.
Yeah, that is the botanical name, I guess.
Okay, okay. Okay. Now, when you put water on it, also water does not stay.
Yeah.
It rolls down like a bead of glass. You must have seen like the pearls. And in the Buddha people have got this as their mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. That money is this the pearl of water, untouched by that water, droplet of water. Nanu ambasa padmapatram iva karmana jnanina dipyate. The jnani does not get sullied by the karma. Okay? What is this lepa? Aham karta, aham bhokta. This is the only lepa. Okay? This is the lepa. No other lepa. Lipyate. Tasya na kopi vidhi nishedho va. And because there is no kartrutvam, neither bhoktrutvam, therefore there is no vidhi and nishedha. Then how is it? Why are you saying no vidhi nishedha? Satu akarta karma sakshi and he is kritakritya because he is totally fulfilled. For him, the karma has become absolutely redundant. Has become absolutely redundant, and therefore, even sannyasa becomes meaningful for jnani. And for the mumukshu, who is a vividishu sannyasa, vividisha sannyasa becomes meaningful for him. But presently, what you understand is vidvat sannyasa becomes meaningful. Because satu akarta, karma sakshi, and he is kritakritya. Kritakritya means totally, absolutely fulfilled. Even if the three worlds were to meet deluge, he is not going to say that I have something to lose. Are re, are re. Just like we people have when our whole day is spent. Oh, my whole day is spent. All our life we just do this and go to sleep, isn't it? Oh, so this day has also gone. We could not do as much as we wanted to do. There is so much more to be done. Whether you're talking about Chapa or you're talking about some Vogue. Oh, I did not enjoy that film. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. Don't you? I missed today's episode. I will watch it again when it is recast, retelecast. So here we go to sleep with a Kritakrityata. He is absolutely Kritakritya. And therefore his peace, his contentment, his joy can never be shaken, even if the world, all the three worlds were to go into deluge. कुछ नहीं बिगड़ता उसका. That's why how is he? Kritakritya. Now since he is Kritakritya, please tell us, does the karma have any relevance to him? Karma has lost all relevance, and therefore that what is irrelevant, what do you do with it? Keep it very safely.
No, ignore it.
That means irrelevant. What do you do? Goes to the waste paper bin.
Discard it.
Discard it. And therefore renunciation is karma sannyasa is natural for him or not. And therefore Satu Akarta Karma Sakshi Kritakrityaha Iti Siddhanti Tattvat. This is what is established as the Siddhant. Tasya Jnaninaha. Ajnaninaha eva. Now for the Jnani, just like there are injunctions for the ignorant, how are you making injunctions for the Jnani? Punya. And how is that injunction? Punya karma eva anushteyam. He should do only punya karmas, whether vachika punya or kayika punya or that manasa punya. So punya karma eva anushteyam iti niyamaha katamiti ched. How are you making this kind of a rule? Satyam. So this is ardhangikara. What you say is right, sir. Satyam. Ardhangikara. It is accepted. Though accepted, yet there is something for you to understand. I accept what you have said. So it means what is being said by the Purvapakshi is based on what the Siddhanti already has explained. Okay? So the Purvapakshi has understood the point of Siddhanti. Iti Siddhanti Tattvat. He has understood the point of the Siddhanti, correct? And that's why his question becomes valid. And so he says, Satya, true, what you say is right, absolutely correct. Yet, Sir Jnani Kritakritya eva, that Jnani is indeed fulfilled. Okay? Kartapi na bhavati. He cannot be even called as the Karta. Na tatra sandeha. So in these 2 points, there is no sandeha. In what there is no sandeha? What? In the Kritakrityata and Akartritvam of the Jnani, there is no sandeha. This is what he's saying. So there are these 2 things. Tathapi, yet, what is there? Brahmavid, Brahmavid Varo, Brahmavid Variyan, Brahmavid Varishtha, iti tesham madhye, Brahmavid Varishtha eva videhamuktaha. Okay. Now, according to him, now this teacher, in this particular author, look at that. He is calling Brahmavid Varishtha as Videhamukta. Not even calling him Jivan Mukta here. Videham. in the text Jivan Mukti Viveka, which we should do. We should keep on repeating Jivan Mukti Viveka. Avartanas we should do of Jivan Mukti Viveka. Okay? So what happens is that the person becomes Jivan Mukta first and attains Videha Mukti after the Deha Bhav. That is what is the Siddhanta over there. But over here, it looks, there is yet another where it is said after the knowledge takes place, the Videha Mukta, the person is Videha Mukta, and then he becomes Jivan Mukta. Whereas, what is the Paksha of Vidyaranya Swami? Jivan Mukti comes first and Videha Mukti later. Videha Kaivalyam later. Now, over here we find yet another third version, wherein it is said that the Brahmavid Varishtha, the highest amongst the Brahmajnanis. So now, in order for you to understand what is it that makes Brahmajnana is Brahmajnana. Now, for example, there are four people who are standing, and there is a pot. All of them know the pot. So they are all pot knowers, Ghatajnanis. So there are four people who know Brahman. So there are all four of them are Brahmajnanis. So I know pot, I know pot, I know pot, I know pot, I know Brahma, I know Brahma. Is there? But how do you classify that somebody is Brahmavid Vara, Brahmavid Variyan, or Brahmavid Varish? Why are we going into this discussion? Because this discussion is going to answer your question as how is the set of that Vidhi Nisheda Shastra becomes applicable even to Brahmajnani. Actually, it has got no, it is not, the knowledge makes the karma redundant. That is also true. But now we have to understand why was it said that there is avantara phalam over here. That is also important. And in order to understand that, we have to understand the levels of Brahmajnani. And how is that Shastra says? How is it that the Brahmajnanis are also of four types? Like there are four types of monkeys. You go and see the zoo, like you go and see some Brahmajnanis. Yeah? Brahmavid, Brahmavid Vara, Brahmavid Variya, Brahmavid Varishtha. And amongst those, who is the Sarvashrestha, the highest amongst all the knowers of Brahman?
Varishtha.
Brahmavid Varishtha. Now, in case of the Brahmavid Varishtha, that knowledge that Aham Purna Brahma is there, ignorance is destroyed, and never even once out of the habitual pattern, the body identification takes place. Okay? Never even once that the body identification takes place. And therefore, he is Brahmavid Varisht. Why is not the body? What do you require for the body identification? To say that I am the body, I am the senses, etc. It takes presence of vritti. What does it take? Presence of
Vritti.
vritti. But because of his samadhi abhyasa, even before the knowledge has taken place and after the knowledge has also taken place, that samadhi abhyasa has doused down the habit of mind to create the vrittis. Okay? And therefore there is no vritti, hence there is no identification with body, mind, senses, and that knowledge aham remains shining. And therefore, he is Brahmavid Varishtha. So there is no question that even for a moment, that body identification takes place, and along with that identification, what arises? Aham karta iti bhava. That does not take place in whom? Only in Brahmavid Varishtha. But subsequently, those who are anywhere lesser than that, for them, for somebody, even if that kartatvam comes, it comes like a shadow and goes. For somebody, it comes like a dream and goes. But it does come and go, whether it is a shadow or a dream. Falsification is always there. It is falsified. But it comes. If it comes, if the kartritvam comes along with it, what will also become applicable? Vidhi Nisheda Shastra also will become applicable. Therefore, even when one is jnani, one should not say, oh, we have done Brahma Jnanam is there, now nothing will happen, we get whatever we want. So Brahma Jnanam is not a license for you to do any pap. Understand that? And that is what we are going to see. But we have to understand these four levels and why is the Brahma with Varishtha called as the Sarvashrestha, as the highest. Also, we have to understand. Asau Varishtha eva Vrittishunya. So, how is the Varishtha? Varishtha means Brahma with Varishtha. Eva Vrittishunya. He is devoid of any vrittis, modifications of the mind. With every modification, ahankara will rise or not. So even if a simple looking vritti comes, ayam ghataha, what will come along with that? Aham ghatam janami. Ahankara comes or not? If there is a janami, then there is application is also there. Hai na? Then immediately the rule also applies. So even if there is an innocent vritti, immediately the karma shastra becomes applicable. But in case of a jnani, even if that vritti comes, that pramata, karta, bhokta, all are falsified. But in our case, whether it is a simple vritti or some violent vritti, ghora vritti, everywhere the pramata, bhokta, karta is as if real. For him, it is not. Whether real or whether falsified comes or not is our question. If it comes, then naturally. So now there is some Mahatma who knows that Atma is Brahman, Naham Karta, Naham Bhukta. And then he likes to eat mithai. What will his Shishya tell? His Shishya will only tell him, Maharaji, mat khaiye. Will he not say so? Vidhi Nished becomes applicable or not? So that's why. Where is the Vidhi Nisheda Shastra absolutely not applicable? Where in case of the Brahmavid Varishtha. Why is it not applicable at all? Is because he is Vritti Shunyaha. Tasya eva na vidhi nishedha anyashamapi trayanam jnanamahimna vidhi nishedha bhavepi vritti shunyatva bhavat vyavaharavatvacha lokanugrahartham sadachare eva sthatavyam iti uchyate na tu niyamyate. So now this is not a niyama. It is only a suggestion. So he is not a Shruti Kinkara. He is Shruti Shiromani. He is the crown jewel of the Vedas. He is not a Shruti Kinkara. So the other three, due to the Jnana Mahima, due to the due to the glory of knowledge, Vidhi Nishedha Bhava is there. What absence of Vidhi and Nishedha. Though it is true, but he does not have Vritti Shunyatva. His mind is also, there are thoughts coming. They may not be very, violent thoughts like ours, but there are Vritti Shunyatva Bhava, and he is also engaged in the transaction with the world. Vyavaharavatvacha. He is the one with Vyavahara. Correct? Vyavaharavatvacha. Lokanugrahartham, and for the benefit of others. Lokanugrahartham sadachare eva sthapavyam. Sure, for the betterment of others, he should stay put where? In the sadachara. Sadachara is not good manners. Sadachara means following the Vedic injunctions. Sadachare eva sthapavyam iti uchyate is said. Na niyamyate. No rule is laid. तस्मात् तत्त्वज्ञानिना कर्मिणां मध्ये कर्मिवत् कर्मानुष्ठेयम् जिज्ञासुनां मध्ये तु कर्म त्यक्त्वा ब्रह्मैव सत्यम् अन्यत् सर्वम् असत्यम् इति ज्ञानमेव उपदेष्टव्यम्. Now, from this also there is one conclusion. And how is it? When that person is with the karmis, this karmi is not interested in Brahmajnana. He wants some sort of karma phala. If you want karma phala, then follow the dharma, is what is his teaching. How do you teach? What is the best way of teaching? Huh? By you doing it yourself. Why, sir? Because action speaks louder than words. That's why. Tasma. What is it? Jnanina karminam madhye. Where is he now? In between the karmis. Okay. There, oh, Brahma, we don't want Brahma. Then what do you want? "No, we want some house. And Guruji, my house should be there. My children should get educated. Okay. If you want your children to be educated, then you create some mahol like that. Mahol means ambience. Tasma jnanina karmina madhye karmi vat karma anushte. Like the karmi only should do the karma anushta. But when he is in midst of the jnyasus, the seekers, karma tyaktva, karma is useless, saying that Brahma eva satyam, Paramatma alone is satyam, anyat sarvam asatyam iti jnanam eva upadeshtavyam iti. Okay. So now, what is your final teaching, sir? Atra prakritam kimiti chet. If you are going to ask what is the conclusion of this whole discussion, Trividha karnasyeva kartvam na atmanaha iti nishchitam. So we have come to the conclusion that Trividha karnasyeva kartvam. Kartvam belongs to the three karnas alone. Na atmanaha. So Achetanasya kartritvam also we have understood. And Karanasya kartritvam also we have understood. Okay? It na atmanaha iti nishchitam. This is the final conclusion that we have come to. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं नादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति